Okay, so I had a few minutes and I was going through the comments, and a YouTuber named Straw Man left a comment about the chemtrailing, and he said, do the elites have an antidote for this, because they're breathing this in too? Well, that comes up an awful lot, and it would appear to me that they must have taken some sort of preparations to protect themselves. If you remember, Michael Jackson used to always walk around wearing a face mask. Now, I'm not saying he knew, but I'll tell you what, people with money have access to knowledge that we would only dream about or not even believe is real. Again, I have to go back to the Vatican is loaded with information that they're not allowed anywhere near. The true reason why humans are on this earth is probably in that Vatican library someplace. But to answer the question, yes, I think they probably do have an antidote, or because you need to protect yourself against the aluminum. They're spraying such heavy metals. And we've already had people go through this time and time and time again, where they've gone through and tested the water from very remote places, and it shows up with crazy levels of barium, strontium, and aluminum. And some of you guys have actually sent me your results from your blood test, and it's showing all that. So long story short, yeah, I think they do have an antidote. But if they don't, I'm going to have to guess this is what they're counting on. Because this is from the other day in the Huffington Post. Transhumanism is popping up every place, absolutely every place. I mean, look at these headlines: transhumanism in the presidential campaign, transhumanism. Every single, any place, if you search for transhumanism just a little tiny bit, you'll find it everywhere. And really, really, quote unquote, smart people have been pushing this for a long time. They've been pushing and predicting that this stuff was coming. Now, a lot of people think that they can upload their consciousness, what we would call our souls. They can upload their consciousness into computers. And it turns out, once again, Harvard is right behind that. Harvard has an entire website devoted to that. I left the links in the video I did the other day about them chemtrailing the sky. So that's their out. They poison everybody. And the other thing I'm really, really starting to think is that the fact that they're spraying the sky so bad is to fill us up. They must have been tracking everybody's blood, because it's easy enough for them to do when you have everyone's medical records. I think they're tracking everybody's blood, and there isn't quite enough aluminum, barium, strontium, and whatever else in people's bloodstreams. Now, if you use all those inside somebody's bloodstream and combine that with things like smart dust or nanoparticulates, you can literally control somebody using radio frequencies. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but ODD Reality did a phenomenal video on it yesterday. And as I was watching the video, I didn't watch it all the way through. He came to the exact same conclusion that I was texting to him as I was watching his video. You see what I'm saying? And this stuff is not hidden. They are absolutely, they're right out in the open with their transhumanist agenda and their transhumanist dreams. Cryogenics believe that they're going to be able to upload even after they're long since gone, Ted Williams. These guys in virtual reality, this is what they're doing. This is what their plans are. And I believe the reason that they're spraying the atmosphere so bad is so that we can easily be controlled like worker bees, drones, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's exactly why Harvard has stepped up their spraying program. The only reason Harvard has come out and said that we are going to spray the atmosphere is because it's going to be so obvious, it's going to be so apparent that they have to come out and say something, because everyone's going to notice it, which blows me away, because I can't imagine people don't see it now, but apparently not. But I guess it's going to be so bad with their Operation Solar Shield that they actually had to tell people about it in the first place. But I think the technology behind it is incredibly nefarious. But as far as the question Straw Man asked, it's either they have an antidote or they're strictly listening to this guy right here, and they plan on uploading their consciousness into a robotic body that's waiting for them. And that's why they're spending all this money on AI and robotic technology, because it's off the hook. You've got guys building robots that look exactly like themselves, and that you can't tell the difference. Just like this one right here. And now this is an old video. This is 8 years ago. This looks exactly like the guy that built it. That's what they're doing. That's what all the wealthy people are doing right now. It's off the hook. At any rate, I'll leave links in the description. But to answer the question that I was asked, That's what I think's going on. I think it's the most nefarious thing we've ever seen before, and I believe they're kicking it up exponentially and right in our faces this year. Really, really bad. And one other thing is they're censoring the hell out of us. I mean, it's unbelievable. I've gotten more copyright strikes than you can shake a stick at, and I'm no longer able to live stream, even though I'm in good standing. You see what I mean? Not able to live stream anymore. Now, when I was doing live streams, I was telling you guys that they were attacking the channel left and right, and I'm pretty sure it was fairly obvious. But right now, they just decided I'm not allowed to live stream anymore. So there it is. They're shutting us down. Find alternatives. Download information to your own computers if you can and protect it, because at one point, you're going to come online one morning and everyone's going to be gone. Just saying. Richie from Boston. It's happening. I'm out.